because you say, you know what, Aaron, sometimes people are just assholes. And it's like, I that is great. And at the same time, there's a part of me that wants to go, yeah, but why? Is he hurting inside? Is like to Jody's thing. It's like, you don't know what he's gone through. And I do that. I'll be like, you know what? He may be going through a divorce. I don't know, but it helps
Yeah.
me alleviate what that person's doing that's activating me inside. If that
Yeah,
makes sense.
and the whole, that statement that somebody said to me really early on in recovery when I was trying to accept other people and bring an understanding to what it was that in me that was making people look at things this way, and I was trying to be accountable and humble and like really throwing myself into this way of looking at things. And this guy just sat me down and says, you know what, Steve, I really admire what it is that you're trying to do, but at the end of the day, sometimes people are just fucking assholes and there's nothing you can do about it. Which kind of gave me permission to take a step back from it. And like you say, though, just because somebody is an arsehole doesn't mean that that's who they are as a person, as an individual. Maybe they're just reacting that way, they're behaving that way as a protection mechanism. Maybe they're going through a bad day, and I don't know. I don't know why they're behaving that way, right? It allows.
That's where boundary settings come in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's part of point 3 as well, setting healthy boundaries with people, right?
How do you talk about that inside of me? Because boundary setting is something that, man, that comes up in a lot of different meetings that we do, particularly when we start talking about interacting with other people, obviously. Well, I need to learn how to set healthy boundaries. And that can be a really sticky kind of conversation to have with people. How do you guys talk about boundary setting inside of the SMART meetings that you do?
Yeah, PIVA. Pam, are you familiar with PIVA?
Not yet. I haven't read the whole book yet.
Me neither. But I thought I'd throw it out there. It's one of our new tools, Stephen.
Oh, the new Smart Recovery Handbook, right? So
Yeah,
for those of you that might be watching this, there is a brand new Smart Recovery Handbook that's come out recently, and I do believe we've got in the future there you go, Pam is showing it on the screen. I do believe in the future we're gonna expand the conversation after we've gone through the 4 points, and we're gonna talk about some of the new things that have come up in the new handbook, providing everybody's up for that conversation. But so right now then, okay, so you haven't explored the new philosophy that's in the new Smart Recovery Handbook about that. How do you deal with boundary setting right now when it comes up in your conversations?
Well, I like to tell people they don't always have to tell the other person what their boundaries are. I mean, you can set boundaries with just walking away if you need to, or things like this. And sorry, I'm losing my train of thought.
I used to say, and I share this quite a bit in the relationship meeting that I do. I used to say, you can always set a boundary with your feet.
Yes, exactly.
But somebody took me literally and said, so does that mean I kick them?
Oh,
I was like, no, that's not what I mean. What it means is you can set boundaries with your actions. You don't have to set boundaries with your words, right? You can.
That's where the acceptances come in too, right? Like you can accept someone and say, this is the way this person is, but you don't have to tolerate the way they treat you.
Yeah.
And you can determine, that your value is more than what this person is treating you like, and I try to explain that to people, because a lot of the time I feel like self-worth is a big issue in the meetings. So I like to try to point that out.
It's interesting that you said your value is bigger, or your value is different in that. So setting boundaries is around your own values. Then setting boundaries is around what you believe is respectful, what you believe is okay from other people. Yeah.
And that's where the hierarchy of values is really helpful to figure out what those beliefs about those values are.